Welcome to our lesson on quadratic equations in vertex form. This is a key concept in Class 11 mathematics, important for CBSE, CUET, and JEE examinations. You're likely familiar with the standard form of a quadratic equation, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Today, we'll explore the vertex form of a quadratic equation, which looks like y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. This form is particularly useful because the point, h, k, directly gives us the vertex of the parabola. Let's visualize what a parabola in vertex form looks like. Here's the graph of a quadratic function in vertex form. The vertex of this parabola is at the point h, k. The coefficient determines whether the parabola opens upward or downward. When a is positive, the parabola opens upward. When a is negative, it opens downward. The absolute value of a affects how wide or narrow the parabola is. Let's explore how changing the value of a affects the parabola. Here are three different parabolas with the same vertex, but different values. When the absolute value of a increases, the parabola becomes narrower. When the absolute value of a decreases, the parabola becomes wider. And when a is negative, the parabola opens downward. Now, let's learn how to convert a quadratic equation from standard form to vertex form. We start with the standard form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. To convert it, we'll use the technique called completing the square. This involves rewriting the expression to create a perfect square trinomial. First, we factor out the coefficient from the first two terms. Then, we complete the square inside the parentheses. Finally, we simplify to get the vertex form. Let's work through an example to practice this conversion. Convert the quadratic equation, y equals 2x squared minus 8x plus 7 from standard form to vertex form. First, let's identify the coefficients. A equals 2, b equals negative 8, and c equals 7. Now we can find h, which equals negative b divided by 2a. This gives us negative of negative 8 divided by 2 times 2, which equals 2. Next, we find k, which equals c minus b squared over 4a. Substituting our values, we get 7 minus 64 over 8, which equals negative 1. Therefore, our equation in vertex form is y equals 2 times x minus 2 squared minus 1. One important application of the vertex form is finding the minimum or maximum value of a quadratic function. When it is positive, the parabola opens upward, and the vertex gives the minimum value. When it is negative, the parabola opens downward, and the vertex gives the maximum value. In our example, y equals 2 times x minus 2 squared minus 1. Since it equals 2 is positive, the vertex 2 minus 1 gives us the minimum value of the function. This means that for any x value in the domain, y will always be greater than or equal to minus 1. To summarize what we've learned today, the vertex form of a quadratic equation is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. The point, h, k, directly gives us the vertex of the parabola. The coefficient determines the opening direction and width of the parabola. We can convert from standard form to vertex form using the completing the square method. The vertex form is especially useful for finding minimum or maximum values. Here's a simple way to remember. The vertex form points you directly to the turning point. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your CBSE, CUET, and JEE preparations.